This was a brand new movement technique created by Xiao Yan. Each strike was actually comparable to a 26-colored flame lotus. If you enjoy my way of explaining and storytelling, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating. Continuing from the previous chapter, just as the heavy Xuan ruler shattered Xiao Yan's figure, quietly vanished. Immediately afterward, one of the 4 dragon shark Dharma bodies suddenly exploded, witnessing Xiao Yan destroy one of the dragon shark Dharma bodies. 4 profound spirit venerable's eyes narrowed. He quickly realized, so he dispersed his supreme Dharma body in order to pursue greater speed. Unfortunately, all of this is futile. Just as his words fell, dozens of figures suddenly burst out from beneath the dark red sea surface. Powerful spiritual power fluctuations spread out, sealing all of Xiao Yan's escape routes. Fierce dragon claws, capable of tearing apart a 9th-grade supreme, attacked one after another. Xiao Yan's eyes turned sharp as he countered the overwhelming assaults with fists and kicks. The intense siege caused the entire spiritual power ocean to violently tremble. Gradually, Xiao Yan began to fall into a passive position. What a troublesome opponent. As soon as he spoke, Xiao Yan pushed the spiritual power within his body to the limit. Brilliant flames instantly swept outward. Within the vast ocean, a vacuum domain thousands of feet wide was forcibly carved out. At the same time, dozens of surrounding dragon shark Dharma bodies were blasted backward. However, due to the immense pressure of the ocean, the vacuum sphere formed by the flames rapidly began shrinking. As the vacuum sphere contracted, the repelled dragon shark Dharma bodies launched another frenzied assault. At the same time, dozens of figures pierced through the sea again. Those figures were all the remaining dragon shark Dharma bodies. Aside from the 5 destroyed earlier by Xiao Yan, there were 61 left. Facing this scene, Xiao Yan quickly formed an unfamiliar hand seal. A terrifying aura burst out of his body like a storm. The moment it appeared, the entire spiritual power ocean froze. Even 4 profound spirit venerables' expression changed drastically. At this moment, Xiao Yan's entire body was gradually wrapped in dazzling flames. His cold shout echoed out, turning the body into flame. Emperor Flame Body. This technique was a brand new movement-type Do technique created by Xiao Yan. It combined the speed of the flame destruction body with the power of the Flame Emperor's body. Each strike possessed power equivalent to a 26-colored flame lotus, capable of severely injuring an Earth Supreme. Within the vast dark red spiritual power ocean, more than 60 figures surrounded Xiao Yan at astonishing speed. Sharp dragon claws continuously slammed into Xiao Yan's body. The surrounding space was directly shattered. Xiao Yan's body exploded apart. However, not far away, 4 profound spirit venerables' expression suddenly changed. Under the bombardment of the 60 dragon shark Dharma bodies, only a faint yet dazzling flame mark remained where Xiao Yan had stood. Sensing something wrong, 4 profound spirit venerable quickly changed his hand seals, attempting to recall all the dragon shark Dharma bodies. But at that very moment, the flame mark erupted with dazzling brilliance. 6 dragon shark Dharma bodies instantly lost their connection and melted into the brilliant flames. The remaining 55 managed to escape. This slightly relieved 4 profound spirit venerable. Had he not withdrawn in time, at least 20 Dharma bodies would have been destroyed. As the Dharma bodies scattered, a crimson figure streaked across the dark red spiritual power ocean at unbelievable speed. The speed was so fast it almost covered 10,000 feet in a single instant. 4 profound spirit venerable quickly noticed the figure. But before he could react, the figure flashed past 3 escaping dragon shark Dharma bodies. A blazing fist exploded them instantly. The destruction of the 3 Dharma bodies occurred almost in a single moment. By the time 4 profound spirit venerable reacted, the dazzling multicolored light shadow had already disappeared again. Thousands of meters away, another dragon shark Dharma body was destroyed. Then continuous explosions erupted across a radius of several thousand feet. Within just a few seconds, 7 more dragon shark Dharma bodies exploded. Terrifying explosions echoed endlessly within the dark red spiritual power ocean. In less than 10 breaths, 19 dragon shark Dharma bodies had been destroyed. Their escape speed was far slower than the multicolored light shadow. After destroying the 20th dragon shark Dharma body, Xiao Yan transformed into the Emperor Flame body, instantly locked onto another fleeing body. He appeared beside it in a flash. His fist struck its chest. The body was instantly blasted apart by the flame power within Xiao Yan. Just as he prepared to attack another one, 4 profound spirit venerables figure suddenly appeared behind him. In just a short moment, more than 60 dragon shark Dharma bodies had lost 1/3 of their number. Each Dharma body required a full week to condense and over half a year to recover. Xiao Yan's actions had clearly enraged 4 profound spirit venerable. Seeing the furious opponent rushing toward him, Xiao Yan sneered. He directly countered with a flame destruction fist. 4 profound spirit venerable also unleashed all his power. Their full-force collision tore open a massive 100,000-foot rift, almost splitting the spiritual power ocean in half. Through the enormous crack, everyone could see the fierce battle between Xiao Yan and 4 profound spirit venerable. In the distance, at the battlefield where Yin-Yang Ancestor and others were fighting the Hall Master of the Heavenly King Palace, the latter narrowed his eyes slightly. Watching the scene before him, he felt somewhat surprised by Xiao Yan's performance. A young man who had just entered the Earth's Supreme Realm could actually fight evenly with someone close to the mid-stage Earth Supreme like 4 profound spirit venerable. He was certainly not someone to be underestimated. Yin-Yang Ancestor laughed. It seems the Hall Master of the Heavenly King Palace has chosen the wrong side. It's still too early to draw conclusions. The Hall Master replied calmly. That flame body is indeed powerful. I wonder how long it can last. At that moment, a heavy voice suddenly echoed. A battered figure flew backward from the sky. It was the 3rd Elder of Xuanling Hall. As the 3rd Elder fell heavily wounded, another figure rapidly arrived from the horizon. It was Lian Yun, one of the 2 rulers of Lotus King Manor, indeed decisive. Defeating an 8th grade Supreme so easily, the Hall Master of the Heavenly King Palace said with a faint smile. Yin-Yang Ancestor calmly replied, Hall Master, I believe the defeat of Xuanling Hall is already certain. Perhaps you should withdraw. Meanwhile, inside the spiritual power ocean, the fierce battle between Xiao Yan and 4 profound spirit venerable had nearly caused the entire region to collapse. On one side, dazzling flames raged wildly. On the other, the 4 profound divine flame resisted stubbornly. With the power of the Emperor Flame body, Xiao Yan's attacks became extremely fierce, forcing 4 profound spirit venerable into a slightly passive position. However, Xiao Yan's urgency had a reason. Just as the Hall Master had guessed, this was the first time Xiao Yan used the Emperor Flame body. Its duration was limited. According to Xiao Yan's estimate, he could only maintain the fusion state for 10 minutes. And now, less than 5 minutes remained. After another violent collision, both Xiao Yan and 4 profound spirit venerable were knocked back thousands of feet. Once they stabilized themselves, their gazes met. The dazzling flames around Xiao Yan had dimmed slightly. Clearly, the previous battle had consumed a large amount of energy. 4 profound spirit venerable looked even more miserable, his robes charred black. The remaining less than 30 dragon shark Dharma bodies quickly gathered behind him. This was undoubtedly a painful loss for him. Today, I will make sure you die here. 4 profound spirit venerable roared angrily. His hand seals changed again. The remaining Dharma bodies instantly blocked in front of him, sealing every path for Xiao Yan to approach. At that moment, the vast spiritual power ocean suddenly trembled. Within a massive vortex, 4 profound spirit venerable sat cross-legged. The enormous ocean of spiritual power began shrinking rapidly under Xiao Yan's gaze. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed. He could sense that the power 4 profound spirit venerable had previously consumed was rapidly recovering. Is he trying to restore his strength, Using the spiritual power ocean, Xiao Yan sneered inwardly. This ocean indeed contained an enormous amount of spiritual power. But even if 4 profound spirit venerable used it, it would still require half an hour to fully recover. Xiao Yan himself could do the same. But then, his expression suddenly changed. He realized something was wrong. As 4 profound spirit venerable recovered his strength, the spiritual power ocean was also rapidly draining, and the speed of loss far exceeded the amount he was absorbing. Where was the rest of that power going? That bastard! He's trying to break through to the mid-stage Earth Supreme, Xiao Yan exclaimed. Only now did he understand where that energy was going. While recovering his strength, 4 profound spirit venerable was also mobilizing additional power to attempt a breakthrough. Advancing during battle was extremely dangerous. Xiao Yan knew the risk well, but if 4 profound spirit venerable succeeded, he would truly become a mid-stage Earth Supreme super expert. With Xiao Yan's current strength, he would have little chance of winning. "I will never let you succeed," Xiao Yan said coldly. Then his figure moved. He charged straight toward 4 profound spirit venerable. What exactly did Xiao Yan say that provoked 3 mid-stage Earth Supreme experts to become his enemies? Continuing from the previous chapter, stopping 4 profound spirit venerable from advancing was the top priority. Even without Xiao Yan's interference, his chance of success was only about 30%. But as long as there was even a possibility, danger remained. However, the moment Xiao Yan moved, a dragon shark Dharma body rushed toward him from the front. Seeing this, Xiao Yan sneered. "Looks like I'll have to force my way through." As soon as the words fell, his figure instantly disappeared. The next moment he appeared thousands of feet away. He knew there was no need to waste time fighting these puppets. But just as he stepped out of the distorted space, several gigantic figures rushed toward him again. "Get lost," Xiao Yan roared. A punch from the Emperor Flame body shattered a dragon shark Dharma body. At that moment, a fast figure suddenly rushed into the ocean from outside. With a few flashes, it blocked Xiao Yan's path. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed when he saw the person standing before him. He did not expect it to be Ji Diao, who had been entangled with the 9,000 pure lotus phantom body. The remaining dragon shark Dharma bodies replaced his position and continued restraining the phantom. Within the turbulent spiritual power ocean, Ji Diao looked somewhat miserable. But after receiving 4 profound spirit venerables' command through voice transmission, he had no choice but to appear. At this moment he felt a trace of regret. He originally thought that with 4 profound spirit venerables' assistance, they could easily defeat Xiao Yan. He had not expected the cost to be this heavy. Quite a thorough plan. As Xiao Yan spoke, his figure suddenly shot forward again. Both of his hands formed seals. A vast divine soul power surged out of his body and transformed into a 10,000-foot phantom behind him. Yellow Springs Heavenly Fury. Yellow Springs Heavenly Fury was famous for its speed. By the time Ji Diao reacted, the attack had already struck him completely. Immediately afterward, a giant fist containing destructive power smashed directly into his chest. His chest collapsed. His body fell into the depths of the spiritual power ocean like a bird with broken wings. After dealing with Jizhou, Xiao Yan dashed forward once again. The Emperor Flame body had only about 2 minutes remaining. He had to stop 4 profound spirit venerables' breakthrough as quickly as possible. But just then, a painful scream suddenly rang out. Xiao Yan was stunned for a moment before looking forward. There, within the distance, an aura was weakening rapidly. A hint of surprise appeared on Xiao Yan's face. Because 4 profound spirit venerables' attempt to break through to mid-stage Earth Supreme had failed. At the edge of the vast mountain range, countless gazes focused on the collapsing spiritual power ocean. After dozens of breaths, the mist gradually dissipated. The scene inside became visible. Within the mist, Xiao Yan stood in the air. In front of him sat the pale 4 profound spirit venerable cross-legged. The two stared at each other. After more than 10 breaths, a mouthful of black blood suddenly sprayed from 4 profound spirit venerable's mouth. Then the four-colored profound flame erupted uncontrollably from his body. In an instant, one of his arms was burned away. His already severely damaged meridians meant he would become a cripple for at least 1 year. This was the painful price of a failed breakthrough. "You've lost." Xiao Yan walked toward him and spoke coldly. "You bastard. Do you even know who I am?" Four Profound Spirit Venerable panicked when he saw Xiao Yan approaching. He feared Xiao Yan would attack him while he was weak. "Don't try to intimidate me with your identity. Where you come from has nothing to do with me. I despise people who threaten others by using someone's father as a hostage." Xiao Yan slowly approached. A dazzling flame rose in his hand. Although his strength was no longer at its peak, the power of the Emperor Flame would still be formidable. One of the reasons Xiao Yan had rushed here in anger after hearing of Yuande sect's disaster was precisely because Diao had taken Yerong's father hostage to force him out. This had struck directly at Xiao Yan's deepest pain, because his own father had once been taken hostage by the Han clan. "Go." With a command, the Emperor Flame in Xiao Yan's hand rushed toward Four Profound Spirit Venerable. It quickly formed a brilliant ring of fire about 10 feet wide, trapping him inside. "I am one of the 12-seat elders of the ancient royal court. If you dare touch me, you will become an enemy of the ancient royal court." Even while trapped in the fire ring, Four Profound Spirit Venerable still tried to threaten Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan responded coldly. "You think a sect that took the lead in fleeing during the world-ending war can scare me? How ridiculous." Four Profound Spirit Venerable was instantly speechless. But then he suddenly looked into the sky and shouted strangely, "I know you don't want to intervene. You might even enjoy seeing me like this. But now this brat has insulted the ancient royal court. Will you still stand by and watch without feeling ashamed?" His words startled Xiao Yan. Could there be other ancient royal court experts nearby? "Heh, old Four Profound. If you expect us to help you now, you might as well give up the competition." As laughter echoed out, space fluctuated several hundred feet away. A brown-haired old man slowly stepped out. "That's not quite accurate, Emperor Huang. With Four Profound in this state, he doesn't need to give up the competition. He has already lost the ability to compete." With another mocking voice, a middle-aged man in black robes and a white-robed elder carrying a large white gourd appeared. At this moment, the space fluctuations stopped. The aura emitted by these three figures was even stronger than Four Profound Spirit Venerables. Even the mountains seemed unable to bear their pressure. Three mid-stage Earth Supremes. Seeing this yin-yang ancestor and the others were filled with shock. Their intuition told them these three had been hiding in the void since the battle began. Perhaps they disdained to interfere. Or perhaps they had simply been watching Four Profound Spirit Venerable's humiliation. Since Four Profound Spirit Venerable was one of the 12-seat elders of the ancient royal court, the fact that these three mentioned competition proved they were also elders of the same rank. When the three appeared, Xiao Yan felt an unprecedented sense of danger. Without hesitation, he pushed the power in his body to the limit. Then he suddenly retreated. After several flashes, he had already withdrawn tens of thousands of feet away. "Kid, you came from a lower plane, didn't you?" The white-robed elder carrying the gourd was Immortal Old Ghost, one of the 12-seat elders of the ancient royal court. He looked at Xiao Yan and said, "How you deal with Four Profound is none of our concern. But you insulted the ancient royal court. I cannot ignore that." "Insult? I only stated the truth." "You brat, how dare you!" Immortal Old Ghost roared. A monstrous killing intent erupted from his body. His figure instantly disappeared. The next moment he appeared directly in front of Xiao Yan and struck out with a palm. This palm strike was powerful enough to severely injure an early-stage Earth Supreme. For Xiao Yan, who was no longer at his peak, it could easily cause serious injury. The palm descended. Xiao Yan was blasted away. However, Immortal Old Ghost's expression suddenly froze. The Xiao Yan who had been struck suddenly exploded into brilliant flames. It was merely a flame clone. Immortal Old Ghost immediately reacted and looked into the distance. There, Xiao Yan's figure had already escaped 10,000 miles away. At the same time, far away, Xiao Yan pushed his speed to the limit. He continuously performed spatial jumps. His destination was the territory of the ancient Void Dragon tribe on the Relic continent. Once he entered Kailin, and the others would definitely sense it. And with Xiao Yan's identity, the ancient Void Dragon tribe might come to his aid. However, just as Xiao Yan was about to perform another spatial jump, he suddenly trembled, because a spatial cage, nearly 100 feet wide, had already trapped him. Haha, still trying to run. As the voice fell, the figures of Immortal Old Ghost and the other two appeared in front of him. If you enjoy my way of explaining and storytelling, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating.